Yeah. Hi, I'm Dave Barnes.
And I'm John McLaughlin.
And welcome to Dadville.
Dadville is a podcast where we talk about life, love, and the pursuit of awesome dadding.
It's funny thoughts and deep talks.
So please, enjoy your time here in Dadville and enjoy this episode with
Dave and me, John.
Hey friends, this is Audie Cornish, host of CNN This Morning and The Assignment, and guess what? Every story you care about, every angle you want unpacked is now streaming on CNN. That means you can catch my show or other CNN programming whenever you want on your favorite device. And a subscription also gets you access to exclusive video series and unlimited articles. So subscribe to CNN at cnn.com/subscription.
I've just started, John. I don't care. I don't care anymore. Nobody's the boss of me.
No one's supposed to hear my sound check.
Oh, that was wonderful.
Hey.
No,
I feel like my voice is a little low. Or maybe...
Well, I've said that for years, if we're being honest. I feel like you could brighten it up a little.
I know.
You know, you're a little more excited.
Well, we talked about this.
Whoa, you live up here a little more? Wow,
Yeah.
What is that over there?
Well, we talked about this. I forget who the guest was, but we did talk about how we're supposed to talk up
Emerson
here.
Hart.
It was Emerson. That's right.
Oh, Emmy Hey.
Yeah.
I just want to reiterate, which we talked about, and if his episode will have not come out yet when this does.
Oh, that's
but
right.
I just want to say,
spoiler alert,
one of my favorite musical moments, and I said this in the podcast, but I just want to loop back because I couldn't really lean into it while he was here because I didn't want to be that guy. But genuinely, that 10 Pan South round I did, which I put together it's probably a decade ago, with him and Kevin Griffin and Charles Kelly, was just an all-timer. I mean, being surrounded by, good, and then If You Could Only See, and then, This Time of Year, and then, Sugar. I was like, every part of my sort of 16-year-old, 17-year-old self was just absolutely, it really felt like it was like, my 50th birthday party, and I just spent a bunch of money on two guys' music that I love. Yeah. And I'm like, but here's the deal. I want to be in the round with some songs I wrote. And they're like, hey, it's your party. Yeah. That's what it kind of felt like. Yeah. But anyway, I digress. So, John, can I tell you what we've got on the docket for the day?
Please.
Okay. I want to off the dome, off the top rope. Let's talk about two things with you.
Okay.
One, the new record is out. Yeah, the new record is out.
It
is wonderful. Me and the kids, for the listeners, John knows this. So now I'm addressing you guys and not John, even though I'm looking at John.
Okay.
So it's a weird.
Can I stop paying attention?
It's a lot of first, second, third tense things happening at once.
Sure.
It's a vortex.
It's complicated.
It is. We have listened so much to this record. Like it is in really high rotation in the Barnes household. Not There Yet is easily raising its hand as the favorite. And I think, I don't know if that's because it was the first that came out, and that's kind of what got us, all juiced, Yeah. Because it was kind of our first brush with it. But it's just a great record. It's really, really good. It's like, I told you this, and I want to tell everybody, I think something that's so admirable about artists that are in the season of artistry that we are. Do you like how I said that?
Yes, I love how you said that.
I didn't say we were old. Because we're not, but I always tell people. I told a guy yesterday. I was like, when you're in your 40s doing music, and I'm not trying to be funny when I say this. It is like being in your 60s in any other industry. It really is. That because like when you think of how a 60-year-old person as an accountant is viewed, and their skill set, their wisdom, all those things, but also just kind of like I really feel
trying to come up with new numbers at 60.
Is that what it?
That's what they do, right? It's tough.
Hey, Bill, just quick check in. How's that going? Well, there's one that I'm trying to figure out between 7 and 8, and I want to call it something Greek, but I don't think it's real. All right, we'll check back in. Okay. But I just...
That's really kind.
I think for me, I just have so much admiration for artists, and I think this is like kind of our job in this season of our career, is like to create compelling music that keeps people going, oh, I thought I kind of knew what he or she did or they did as a band, but man, this is cool and different, but still them. That is how I feel. Some people don't feel that way. And I think this record, listening to it, I was like, Jon did it. He did that. He did what he does so well, but he sort of brings us along on his journey to kind of some new musical ideas, some new thematic, lyrical ideas. It's great. And for those who haven't listened to it, I really do
appreciate it. I mean, the feedback from people has honestly, like, really, really encouraged me.
That's so great. I love that.
I feel great about it. I'm really proud of it. And it feels good to be proud of it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
I feel like maybe there was a time in my career where I wouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
I would have felt proud of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel proud of it in a really healthy, clean way.
Yeah.
And, I mean, Lucas Morton did an amazing job.
LM. Holy mother.
Thing. He really,
what a gifted guy.
He really, really, like, took it to another level. He made it great.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
kudos to him. And all the players that played on it, the string players, the designers, the neighbors, the politicians who got involved.
So that's one. Second, and today, I think today it got announced. Today is the 3rd of November.
3rd, that's right.
Rector announced he's doing his symphony show, and guess who is the featured guest?
That's
John
right.
McLaughlin.
That's right.
What an incredible! I love that. I remember. I don't know if Ben and I texted about this or somebody told me about it. But it was kind of, this is probably like 3 or 4 months ago. Somebody's like, or Ben, it doesn't matter. I just knew Ben was doing, like, writing these songs around cities.
Yeah.
And doing this kind of whole new thing. So I texted him, was like, dude, tell me about it. And, he gave me the rundown of it. But I just think I love watching artists that I really love continue to adapt, grow, change, venture, and I think, again, that's what I love about your new record, and I think Ben obviously does that. But I think this is such a cool version of that, where it's like, I'm going to write these songs that are kind of about these cities. We're going to go play them with symphonies. And then, here's Jon just bringing the heat,
I mean, playing with orchestras is one of the greatest things on planet Earth for me. And so I love it. And, I would love to. Thankfully, I've been able to. I don't know how many I've done. Maybe I've done like 10 shows with an orchestra, but I can't get enough of it. I mean, it's like a spiritual experience, and I think, Ben, his music's incredible, and I think what he's done in the last couple of years, with Cody and playing these orchestras, I think it's such a great. I think it's an authentic thing that he's done, but it's also a really smart, move to kind of like, he has his normal shows with the band and stuff like that. And then sort of the stripped down thing, but this is like a whole other look of his.
That's right.
That he can go and do an entirely different tour with these orchestras. And I'm really, really grateful that he brought me along.
Yeah, so. I'm really jealous. Sorry, what jealous? That's shoot. I'm really thankful, excited.
There we go.
No, that'll be really great. And again, like you said, it is fun for both of y'all. I think when you think about different looks that people can get of you and your music, and to put it in context that maybe people aren't used to is so cool. I love that. It's such a great, because people may have been like, oh, I've seen Ben or Jon a couple times in the last like 2 or 3 years, but this is a chance to go, I definitely haven't seen him like that,
Yeah. And it's cool that, like, I have a genuine love for orchestras and orchestrating. I've tried to dabble into getting into orchestrating myself, and I mean, it is a beast, but hopefully, like, people will come to these shows and then be like, I've never seen the Seattle Orchestra before. They're from Seattle. They've lived there the whole life. Hopefully they'll go see support the symphonies.
Yep. Yep.
So I'm really grateful.
Dude, that's
Ben,
exciting.
thanks.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
I just need to figure out what Dave Barnes song I'm going to cover.
Listen, I will slip you a 5 spot every show.
What's the five? How many?
I don't know.
Like, how many numbers
means.
after
I've
the
heard
5?
people say that phrase, so I could have just really over committed with that phrase.
Well, we're on the same page because I'm not quite sure what it means.
Okay, I meant a high 5. That's what I think they mean.
Okay, no, I think it's money.
Oh, well, then I'm going to pull that back a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be
spot.
fun. I'm excited for y'all to do that. And it's when? Is it early next year? No, it's summer, right?
It starts in February.
Okay.
And goes till June.
Okay.
So, I mean, Ben is touring the way that we want to tour.
Oh, gosh. No doubt.
With family and kids and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. It's like we go do a couple shows with an orchestra, come home for a couple weeks.
Yeah, that's great.
Go to another show. So I'm very grateful for that schedule, for sure.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Because then you kind of feel like the scratches itched of like, what's my next year? Sort of like, what am I doing this part of the year?
Yeah.
And then you can go, good. That's all situated now. Yeah.
Which is great, but also you don't want to, I mean, back in the day when we used to like have 6 weeks of touring.
Yeah.
Even then, it would be daunting for me. Even when like Amy was coming, we didn't have kids yet.
Yeah,
and we're going to all pile in the van and just do it for 6 weeks. I can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Can't do it. So I'm really grateful for that.
Yeah. The other thing I want to say before we get to what we've come here for today.
Yeah.
You guys still rager. I mean, a Halloween rager.
Dave.
I mean, we heard the partying from across
Did you
the
really?
street. I mean, not really, sort of.
Yeah.
But not, wasn't like, didn't sound like a discotheque or anything. So,
y'all, my sweet daughter, who's in 7th grade, she and a friend were like, this is months ago. This was like in the summer. She was like, let's co-host a big Halloween bash and let's do it at the McLaughlin's. And we have never done this before. I mean, we've had birthday parties for them. 10 people tops, maybe. That kind of a thing. We're having like she sent out an invite. They like made, got on Canva and like made an invitation. And the first one that they sent out was like ends at midnight. And we were like,
yeah, let's back that down.
No, man. We backed it down to 11.
Hey,
that's still
everybody wins.
Yeah. So, but it was like, there were parents coming up to us when we'd be out and about being like, hey, my kid's really excited about the party, and we're like, hi, who are you?
Yeah.
I'm like, how many people are coming? And she's like, well, I invited my whole class. I mean, like, and I don't know how many kids are in the class. 80 kids? I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
100 kids? I don't know. I did ask her the day of the party. I was like, how many kids do you think are going to come realistically? And she's like, I don't know, like 100. But, I'm like, I don't know what her grip on like groups of people are.
Yeah.
So it like gets ready. Like I was really proud of her. She like decorated it all up. I mean, they went all out. It looked great. We had like a projector showing a movie. They had music going. They had tons of decorations. It looked great. And, I'm an amazing dad, so I ordered some more lights, the back lights, whatever you call those. And I got on a step ladder and I like hung them up.
Risked
and, like,
your life.
I had a drill in my hand.
Wow, really risked your life.
Really went all out. It looked great. And then, come time is like starts at 7 and we're just like,
yeah, ready.
We'll see how, who comes. Like part of me was kind of hoping that 20, like the core group would show up and then that would be it.
Yeah.
Then, I mean, it's like 6:45, kids start coming. There's like kids, they're coming. I recognize some of them. Some parents are dropping their kid off and like this one mom came up and she was like, hi, I'm so-and-so's mom. Is this for real? She was like, we're driving over here. I'm like, these people are really going to just host the whole class for this whole, like, is this for real?
Yeah,
and I'm like, it's for real, ends at 11. And I mean, my fear was that come like 11:30, someone's going to knock on our door and be like,
oh yeah,
hey, where's Billy?
Oh, for sure.
And I'll be like, sorry, who are you?
Yeah.
And they're like, I dropped my kid off here. Where is he? I'm like, I mean, it's dark. It's Halloween. Yeah. They went trick-or-treating.
Oh, yeah. Boy, you're managing a lot of things.
It's like, well, there's no way. It's completely out of our control.
Yeah.
Like 10 of them could not show back up, and I don't know.
Yeah.
There probably were like 60
Jeez Louise.
kids is my guess. Maybe, I don't know, 50 to 70 kids in our backyard, mainly our backyard. Toward the end of the night, it was getting cold, so we let them come inside for a little bit. But it went great. It was like Amy and I and some of the parents kind of hung in the front and had a solo stove going. And
Ad sponsor.
Yeah, we'd love to have you back, solo stove. And I just remember looking back in the backyard at that scene and being like, they really did it.
Yeah.
They threw like this is a great party. And all the kids were great. And I feel like, I have 2 daughters. And so you get a taste of boys world and girl world. I only have girl world.
Yeah, that's right.
That's my whole world. So there's a part of me that's like, I'm just not really around, other than your kids, I'm not really around a lot of
energy.
young boys that are in 7th grade.
Yeah.
And it was good for me to be around these boys and not that we were in the party necessarily, but some of them were like, this one kid who I've never met in my life, he comes up to the front fire and he's like, how long you guys lived here?
Aww.
And we're like, oh, we've been here for,
does he think about real estate stuff?
Yeah, he's just like, what are the taxes?
Yeah, what would make you guys move? Like, give me a number. I'm a huge YouTube guy making about $300K a month.
So, I mean, that's not.
I play toys. People watch me play with my.
He's like, I see it's crawl space. Are we talking encapsulated fully, or
do you mind if I just poke around
French
a little
drain?
bit down there?
Dadville is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Jon, I'm not loving the length of these fall days getting shorter and shorter and darker and darker.
100%. I mean, I feel like if I eat lunch late, it's like I'm eating dinner. It's dark by the time I finish, I am a slow eater, but it reminds me that, as the season gets colder and darker, it can be really tough on some people.
That's right. You got to check on your friends. Yeah. Reconnect and remind loved ones that you're there. Call them up, grab some coffee. It takes a little courage to reach out, but it's always worth it.
Always worth it. And therapy can take some courage to begin, but it almost always leaves people wondering, why didn't I do this sooner? And BetterHelp is a great place to start.
With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally.
Crazy.
A short questionnaire helps identify your needs and preferences, and our 12 plus years of experience means we typically get it right the first time.
That's right. But if you're not happy with your match, you can switch to a different therapist at any time. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise.
This month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist yourself, BetterHelp makes it easier to take that first step.
Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/dadville. That's betterhelp.com/dadville.
Jon, cooler temps are rolling in.
I agree.
The deep. And as always, Quince is where I'm turning for fall staples that actually last.
Of course.
Cashmere. To denim to boots. The quality holds up and the price still blows me away.
Listen, I'm all about Quince, Dave. You know that. It has the kind of fall staples that I wear nonstop. Like super soft 100% Mongolian cashmere sweaters starting at just $60.
Oh, it feels like listening to one of your love songs, Jon. I've been all over the denim worn stretch slim jeans. Love them.
Yep.
The denim is durable and fits right, and the real leather jackets bring that clean, classic edge without the elevated price tag.
Exactly. And Dave, Quince even has home goods, right? We needed some new silverware, as you point out every time you come over. And we got a Bistro 20-piece flatware set for only $170.
You needed 10 more of those. That's great. Jon, what makes Quince different? Would you tell me?
Okay, let me say, Dave, Quince partners directly with ethical factories and skips the middlemen, right? So you get top-tier fabrics and craftsmanship at half the price of similar brands.
Guys, keep it classic and cool this fall with long-lasting staples from Quince. Go to quince.com/dadville for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns.
You heard him right. That's QUINCE.com/dadville to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/dadville. No, but he was so sweet, and and like comfortable. And I know it sounds probably for those who have boys, they're like, well, yeah, well, they're human beings.
Well,
but
no. That's you don't get a lot of that. You don't get a lot of like inquisitive.
Yeah.
Early teenage.
He was very, and there were a lot of the kids that were great, and like offering to help clean up toward the end.
Oh, wow.
Like,
jeez.
it was great.
That's remarkable.
I was really.
That feels like kind of a core memory for Luca.
For sure. And honestly, if I'm totally honest, I 1,000% did not want to have this party.
Yeah.
I did not want to host it at our house. And the number one reason why I let it happen was
because you did that song at the very end and had your merch out.
And we crushed. Freaking crushed. I mean, it was mostly sweatshirts and they turned them inside out. I don't care. We have their money.
Guys, if everybody just real quick, hey, it's Luca's dad.
Luca would have disintegrated.
Oh, she yeah. Like Avengers Endgame.
Actually, she may have been like, you better have 2 mics up there. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Watch me for the changes. No, but it was. This is going to be a core memory. I want this to be a core memory for her, and it went great. So
I can't stop thinking about you playing a song. Just like, I'm sorry, guys, real quick. Could you turn the music on? I know it's
a quick backstory. So in 2012, when some of your parents were born, I do have a new record, and I just felt like this is a great moment to do just a quick. We did just get a shipment,
and you're already playing. Guys, really quick. This is just for your parents get here, and if they do get here, bring them back.
Bring them on back.
If you could get your emails, there is an email list over. If you look at the QR code,
right next to the QR code
on the front of the piano,
take Venmo.
Everybody come up and scan those. If you're leaving, there's a free download card. We want everybody to grab one.
You're welcome.
Oh man, I'm so glad y'all had so much fun.
Yeah,
I'm so glad it went well.
It was good.
Because, as you know, I mean, those things can go... Well, one, people don't show up, which is cataclysmic, or, like, it gets out of hand.
Yes.
Where it's like, hey, Dad, they've kicked the fence over the boys. And you're like, what?
That's what I was worried about. There was so much that I was worried about that just didn't happen.
Yeah.
They were great. I was really proud of the whole group of kids I was really proud of.
Yeah.
But I will say, I mean, it was a great night. It's a great memory. I'm glad it happened. I slept maybe 4 hours that night. I had to get up super early and do my last like long bike ride. So Saturday night.
Oh, you slept 100 hours.
I didn't send you my screenshot. I need to send it to you. I slept 11 hours and 50 minutes.
I haven't done that since I was 6 months old.
11 hours and 50 minutes.
I can't understand that. My brain doesn't know what that means. That's 2 nights of sleep for me.
Yeah. Well, that's 2 nights of sleep for me normally. But even that afternoon, like I came home from the ride at 1:30 in the afternoon. I was so tired. I did take a little bit of a nap that afternoon.
God, you even napped.
And then I slept 12
with the
hours
time
that
change.
night. Yeah.
You nailed the time change. That is like, everything came together for you to be the one human of all the humans of this time change in America.
I'm not happy with the time change. No one is. Yeah. No one wants it. Yeah. I don't know why it's still happening. Yeah. It would. I think it should be top. This is the most insensitive thing to say in the world. Of everything happening in the world,
do this first.
Daylight savings time. Why do we do it?
Pause the ballroom. Let's get this time changed.
Pause it, please.
Yeah.
But I'm this year. I was so tired on Saturday. I'm like, the next 6 months of darkness is worth it.
Yeah.
For this one night.
Yeah, that's great.
So, anyway, I'm glad that it happened. I'm glad that it's over.
Yeah, amen.
We're done.
Yeah.
How was Halloween for you? Did you dress up?
Yeah. No, I didn't. None of the parents did, which kind of felt like, okay, we all were in agreement. Because then you'll have that couple that comes up and they're super cool and everything's awesome, and you're like, oh shoot, but nobody.
When's the last time you dressed up for Halloween?
I don't know. It'd be in the late 80s, early 90s. I don't know. I think we did one maybe. I'm trying to think of the ones we did with y'all, if I ever did. I can't remember.
I don't think we did.
I don't either.
That first Halloween. I
sent you the pictures.
We should post that picture sometime.
Yeah.
It was our first Halloween in Nashville, 2013, probably.
That feels right.
Or 14, I don't know. our oldest, little Luca and little Ben. Oh my gosh! And their little
Luca's cheeks.
Anyway,
face.
But yeah, on her face. Yeah, but it was good. You guys,
it was great. Yeah, it was really great. I mean, the kids were. The hack this year was that Sam got one of those inflatable. It looks like an alien is kidnapping a kid.
Yeah.
But it was like bright green lights in the suit,
that's
and
genius.
so we just always because the boys just go. It's unbelievable how quickly they move.
Yeah,
and we had like 3 or 4 little pockets of kids, and so like certain parents were kind of coupled off, but we kind of always knew where the fastest group was because of Sam's thing. So it was great. And then we came back to the house and sat around. And it was great. Super.
Man, this we were kind of there last year, but this year definitely was like we are in a new phase. Normally Halloween is like you're describing, like with Sam. I'm like, I wish we would have done that with both the girls because it's a little intense. Like
it's really intense.
We go over here to a couple blocks away at Halcyon, and they block the street off, so you don't have to worry about cars. But it is a
you can
mad
lose a
house.
Kid in nanoseconds. Instantly.
So for years, it was always like we would get down there, and you think you're going to be kind of hanging with people because you're seeing a lot of neighbors and stuff like that, but you can't.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to keep my eye on where is Livy. I lost her.
Yeah.
You instantly lose them. This year, we didn't even have to worry about it at all.
Sidebar, did I tell you I'm telling everybody now. Well, everybody y'all can judge me. That I lost Sam at College Gameday 2 weekends ago.
No.
Oh, dude. So, they did game day at Vandy. And it was so fun because the boys wanted to go. And I
didn't know you went down there.
Yeah. So me and the boys went. So again, Sam is 9, Ben's 13. Ben's got his phone now.
Yeah.
But, we're walking around and I never, I don't know if I have ADD. I don't know. But I never feel like I do more than that kind of, I cannot focus. It is impossible. Yeah. And I think that's probably just a human thing.
I think in that environment, everyone technically has ADD.
Okay. And I agree. I just knew that I couldn't for the life of me. But, the boys are with me walking around. And it's not that big. And I want to clarify, this wasn't hundreds of thousands of people. It was thousands of people, but very much sequestered to one quad. They had it literally physically roped off. So it's not, there's not just billions of people milling about. It's a very focused amount of people in a focused place.
Thousands of people in one spot. You could add 100,000 people around that. It's not going to change your experience right there.
So we're walking around. We get to one little kids area sort of thing. And Sam is always 20 feet ahead of us anytime, anywhere. If anybody's going to get lost, it's always him.
Yeah.
So we hang at the area.
I mean, you might lose track of him. He's not lost, though.
Thank you for that.
He'll find his way back.
I appreciate that. Well, here's the funny thing. It's funny you say that. We do this little area. Ben's kind of staying pretty close to me. And I assume, because we kind of looked around, we've been there 30 seconds. Mm-hmm. Walked around for a second, saw this little thing. There's a thing you could throw, kick, whatever. Well, I turned and I realized I can't see Sam. And so I'm like, oh, guaranteed he just went ahead of us. So I'm like, all right, Ben, we got to go. So we leave. We turn the very next corner, and I kind of realized, like, Sam's not up there. Then I turn back, and I'm like, Sam's not behind us. So I kind of do, like, a quick casing of that area that takes maybe 30 seconds, and I'm like, yeah, he's not with us. So the funny thing is, I'm like, one, we'll find him. I'm not at all in a freak-out mode. But Sam also, of our 3, is by far the most industrious. So I knew if anybody's going to get lost, Sam's going to be the one that will be okay. Yeah. That's him. But, dude, it's like, minute kind of turns into 2, and I'm like, all right, Ben, you stay right here. I'm going to try to find him. So, I mean, maybe total minutes, 3 minutes. I'm not 30 seconds into walking around that Ben texts me. He's like, I got Sam. But Sam's funny little personality is when I walk up, he is pissed. He's crying, but really mad.
No.
And that's his personality. And he pushes me, and he's like, you left me. And I was like, but I didn't know where you were. He's like, I was still there. And basically I walked off. And I think where he was so sad and scared was that he got really emotional, which I didn't see happening because that's not really his personality. And a sweet Vanderbilt woman that worked at Vanderbilt saw him and said, did you lose your parents? And he said, yeah. And then like literally 20 seconds later, they walk around the corner and see Ben. So it was a really short-lived thing.
Yeah.
But it was just that thing. Like I was talking to the parents that weekend about it that we saw, and I think everybody has a lost moment as a kid. Like I know I got lost at, I think it was Six Flags with my family. I mean, and so I just felt so bad for Sam that his had to be that weekend. And again, it was really quick. It was like, couldn't have been total more than 3 minutes. Yeah. So it wasn't like, and then I saw in our Sunday school, I was talking about that. And one of the dads was like, "Oh, we lost our kid at Disney World for like 30 minutes."
Oh my gosh.
You know, so
30 minutes.
You know, but anyway, to speaking about wondering where Livy was, I was like, I felt, you know what though, by God's grace, I was really calm. I think if it had lasted another 2 or 3 minutes, I'd have started to get. The thing I didn't want to do was walk around yelling his name, because then it was going to be like, one, I'm that dad. And then I was like, hey, that's the guy from Dadville. Right. But two, I was like, that's just, then you're just creating the whole thing. Mm-hmm. And it really wasn't that big of an area. It was like at some point with Ben staying where he was, you can only walk around this one. Anyway. But it was like, man, I just felt so bad.
My lost moment, I don't know how old I was, but probably around 5. Was at the mall, and that was my moment. I can remember it. Yeah, you know, like I was in a store with my mom and I think my sister, and I wanted to leave the store. My mom was like, my granddad was right outside the store, like sitting on a bench, and I walked out and I just didn't see him, so I was just walking. So it's kind of funny because it's like, well, I knew where my mom was. I guess I could have just turned around and went back in the store. I really didn't want to go in that store, I guess.
Well, Victoria's Secrets for a kid is intimidating.
I'd been there so many times. It was their first time, but like I knew all the employees, so I was over it. But yeah. And when that happens, I mean, we had that one with Livy years ago at Opry.
Oh my gosh.
Was like,
I never want to talk
maybe
about
the
that
scariest. It had to be the scariest moment as a parent.
Jeez Louise.
But it's like when you're in that moment and it's happening, it's like every second that goes by, you're like, I haven't found him yet. I haven't found her yet. I haven't found him yet. I haven't found her yet. And then to your point about yelling his name, you're like, well, at what point do we decide, okay, we're done with sort of decorum.
Yes. Yeah, now it's
just
that's
like,
right.
Let's find him.
That's right.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah. It is weird, though. It's like, I think for the next few days when that would come up, every parent, everybody our age had their own childhood memory of that. Everybody. Mm-hmm. I was like, God, it's so funny that's such a universal thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think mine was Six Flags, and I remember the one memory I had is it was kind of like one of those carnival areas, you know, for kids where it's like a bunch of rides. And a guy that worked there saw me, and I got up on his shoulders. And it was like, I just remember it was like, that's how my parents saw me and I saw them. And it was like kind of a movie moment. And of course, you know, but it was like, it's funny how much
punches him in the face.
That's my kid. You said, no, Daddy's helping. He's helping. Okay. So this is what we're going to do, John. Let's.
It's November.
It's November.
We know it is right around the corner.
Yep. I've got a Christmas song coming out Friday.
You do?
Yeah. And I mean, it's a fun one. I don't know that I do a lot of fun Christmas songs. I got two fun Christmas songs coming out. And some people would say that's too early.
No. Who are these people? We don't hang out with these kind of people.
And the little Dave inside my head. But so I realized that we haven't. So it's not quite that season yet. It is for Christmas music, but it's not Christmas season yet. But you know what season it is? Thanksgiving.
That's right.
And I realized as we were talking,
this is a regional thing. Because for you, it's Thanksgiving.
Touche.
For me, it's Thanksgiving.
I love how you always point these.
Where's the split? Where I want to look at a map of the United States.
Thanksgiving.
Or the United States. Are you guys coming over
for Thanksgiving? Shoot, I do say it that way.
You do.
Do you guys coming over for Thanksgiving? Yeah, don't say it that way.
Well, it's July's over. Getting so close to Thanksgiving.
Every time I say July, I think of you. So what we're going to do is we made a list, 5 things each that we're thankful for. And I don't know that we've ever done this on the pod.
Well, it's funny. We were texting this morning, and this was your idea, which I loved. And you're like, I don't know if we've done this before. But you know I have a terrible memory. And I'm like, I mean, we both have terrible memories. Yeah. Especially for me, for some reason, when it comes to what we have talked about.
Oh, gosh. Well, just...
Because we talk about things off the podcast all the time.
That's right.
And so I'm like, did we talk about that on the air? I don't know.
That's right.
Also, we're constantly doing lists that we're thankful for.
I was going to say, we're generally so thankful around each other.
Yeah. Just
so it gets
gratitude.
Okay, so 5 things we're each thankful for in the season of thankfulness. Do you want to go first? You want me to?
I don't know. I feel like whoever goes first, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you should go first.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right. Are we going to go 1 to 5, or are we going to go 5 to 1?
I'm saying
there's no order.
Yeah, there's no order.
There's no order.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm going to start with this one.
Okay.
When I wrote this down, I thought, I'll think of a better title for this, but then I didn't. Knowing how fast time is moving. I'm grateful for that.
Wow.
Because I feel like, now I know I've said this on here before. Time moves so fast. I remember being a kid, talking to my dad, and my dad saying to me, he was talking about some memory, or he was trying to place some date whenever I had done something, or like, whenever this event happened. And I was like, what was, whatever. It's 2001. And my dad was like, those days are done for me, where I know when things happen.
Oh, yeah.
He was like, if it's past 1976, I don't know when it was.
Yeah.
And I'm now, as a 43-year-old dad and husband, I'm like, I'm there. I think I get it.
Yeah.
Like, time is moving so fast, and I'm really grateful that, whatever future regrets await me, one is not going to be that I just blinked and it was all over.
Yeah.
And I didn't think about it.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it really does help me on a daily, hourly basis sort of handle and kind of metabolize whatever the challenge of the day is.
Yeah, that's great.
Because I'm like, hey, Luca is out of here in like 5.5 years.
Yeah.
And I think of 5 years ago, that feels like 18 months ago. I mean, it's going by so fast.
Yeah.
And that really, I'm grateful that right now, I have a grip on that right now.
It's funny. I think about our days with Annie and I and the kids, and I feel like there are these little things in the day that sort of hit the brakes, that slow time for a minute. Like one for us is, I'm really grateful that we eat probably 95% of our dinners we eat together.
Oh, really?
The house. Like we sit and eat together. And that for me is like, it is something that pushes back against time.
Yeah.
Because you're sitting, and we're not doing Bible study. I mean, it's, we'll do highs and lows. Okay, truthfully, we are. I didn't want to shame other people. But, we'll do highs and lows most of the time.
Yeah.
Like but it's just like these little moments that kind of slow everything down just for a second. That you go like, okay, we're all here together. We're just physically sitting down, eating. We're not doing anything. And at least for the next 20 to 30 minutes, this is what this looks like.
Yeah.
And I think like those little things, like we try to do a Friday night pizza movie thing, which is quickly eroding. But, just these little tiny moments in the week where you kind of, for me, I feel like it just makes everything stop for a second.
Yeah.
Because I think so much of it just feels kind of like you're in a river and you're just kind of going and you're trying to, oh God, have we already passed that thing? Okay.
Yeah.
And I think for those things, I think the other thing too, I think this podcast is really helpful for me with that. Having guests on that talk about that so much.
Yeah.
It's really caused me to enjoy time a little more and try to take it in. And I think too, I don't know if you heard me talk about that book, Living Life Backwards, that has just rocked me to the core about that. It's about Ecclesiastes, but so much of it is about that. And it feels like the cocktail of those things. I agree with you 100%. I'm like,
not to give away another future episode that's coming, but we had a guest who's coming out who is an empty nester now. And when he said the other day, when he's like, because I was saying like, man, doesn't it feel good that like you are at the spot that I think about? I'm like, I just want them to be able to function in the world and have good lives and fulfilling lives and all that. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, you're there. You did it, you know? And he's like, I would trade it all to be back in the valley of where you are.
Yep.
Which is, I don't know that there's anything that immediately kind of like encourages me and helps me in the now than hearing that from somebody who's an empty nester, and it's just like, I would take I'd trade all this to be at the worst day where you are. You know,
that's where
I believe it. I believe that's how I'm going to feel one day. You know,
I think that's where this podcast is a cheat code for you and I. Mean, we talk about that a lot, but it is such a gift in how much hearing people talk about things helps me go like, man, I need to log those things into my brain.
Yeah.
Okay. I would say this is again no order at all. In fact, I have it as number 7. Is this new publishing deal? I'm just really thankful for it. Yeah. It was everywhere. It just, they got the press release came out last week and it was.
Everyone's devoured the articles.
Just people are texting me. You know what is funny and really endearing is I had a lot of friends that are not music friends because I posted about it and Music Row magazine did too, which was really sweet. But, people were just like, dude, congrats on the pub deal. It's like, how do you even know what that is? And they're like, well, I just saw it, But I am really grateful for it. I think is. It's a Capital CMG, which is fun, which is traditionally a Christian publishing and record company. But Katie, who I'm working with there, is kind of spearheading their sort of push into country and other genres, which is why they wanted me to be there. One of the reasons, and so it's just really fun. It's like, well, and this will round it out well. The older I get, I'm just so much more thankful for opportunities like that. Where I think in my 20s, I was like, well, yeah, I mean, I'm working hard and this is what happens with people that are talented that work hard. And now I'm like, man, it's just, this stuff should not be taken for granted, And I think, as much as I've probably ever been with something like that, I'm just really grateful. I'm really thankful and excited and, feeling, like another opportunity to continue doing what I love to do is such a gift, So
how long is this? You signed is it like a 2-year thing?
It's a 2-year, and then they have options, which is great. But you know what's crazy about that? I mean, I hate talking this much about age stuff, but it is what I'm thinking about. Like, if we do the deal for that long, I'll be 50 by the end of the deal, 50, 51. And so it's just, I'm really thankful.
Yeah.
Really, really, really thankful.
It's an amazing accomplishment. You deserve it.
Well, that's kind.
All right, number 9.
Let's get your 9, I was going to say.
Okay, I said knowing how fast time is moving. I'm really thankful for my family, like my parents and my brother and my sister in this. And it's not that I wasn't thankful for them. I just feel like maybe this is an age thing. I don't know. But I find myself aware more and more lately of how grateful I am for them.
Yeah, that's great.
My parents, like obviously being a parent, you're in it. We're in it now. And so of course the natural thought is, well, this is what my parents did, And I was always aware of that. I was always thankful for it, at least in my adult years at least. But it just feels a little more like tangible now, the sacrifices that they made. And not only that, but like I'm grateful I can see Tammy McLaughlin in me. I can see Mike McLaughlin in me. And I like what I got from them. And I can see it influencing me day to day now. And I'm grateful for that. And, my brother and my sister, we're probably more connected now than we ever have been.
That's amazing.
And
you guys are still doing the, what y'all send the videos? What's the app? I totally blanked.
Marco Polo.
Marco Polo.
Yeah.
Y'all still do that?
Yeah.
I think that's so great.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
It's great. I love it. So yeah,
that's really sweet.
I'm really grateful for all of them. They're all amazing people. I came from an amazing family.
Yeah. Well, you're an amazing person too. So
well,
you rounded
you.
out well. And then I said, it's not the face of the bulldog that reminds view of me that way.
Right. And this was your kid's musical? Or?
Yes, and everybody left afterwards.
No, I can see why it was awkward.
John, when we started this podcast,
right? Yep.
Remember how intimidating it was trying to figure out all the details, the scripts, the setup, our clothing, our branding, what tattoo to get. It was so overwhelming.
I mean, I remember it like it was yesterday. It felt almost impossible. Like the to-do list kept growing and growing and growing each day after day after day. Right. And when you're starting something new, like a podcast or a business, finding the right tool to help simplify everything can be such a game changer.
And for millions of businesses, that tool is Shopify. Hit them with that noise.
I thought we were going to say it at the same time.
Just let
Shopify.
Just
all right,
do the noise.
I'll say it by myself. Shopify. There we go. And there's a reason so many businesses sell with Shopify, because Shopify makes it incredibly easy to start and run your business.
I don't say this much, but you're right, John. Shopify. It's the commerce platform behind 10% of all e-commerce in the U.S., from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just getting started.
And speaking of getting started, Dave, get started with your own design studio with with hundreds of ready-to-use templates. Shopify helps you build a beautiful online store to match your brand style.
That's right. Accelerate your content creation. Shopify is packed with helpful AI tools that write product descriptions, page headlines, and even enhance your product photography.
That's right. Turn your big business idea with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/dadville.
Go to shopify.com/dadville.
That's shopify.com. I thought you were going to say it with me.
You were excited.
Shopify.com/dadville.
John, cooler temps are rolling in.
I agree.
The deep. And as always, Quince is where I'm turning for fall staples that actually last.
Of course.
Cashmere. To denim to boots. The quality holds up and the price still blows me away.
Listen, I'm all about Quince, Dave. You know that. It has the kind of fall staples that I wear nonstop. Like super soft 100% Mongolian cashmere sweaters starting at just $60.
Oh, it feels like listening to one of your love songs, John. I've been all over the denim worn stretch slim jeans. Love them.
Yep.
The denim is durable and fits right, and the real leather jackets bring that clean, classic edge without the elevated price tag.
Exactly. And Dave, Quince even has home goods, right? We needed some new silverware, as you point out every time you come over. And we got a Bistro 20-piece flatware set for only $170.
God, you needed 10 more of those. That's great. John, what makes Quince different? Would you tell me?
Okay, let me say, Dave, Quince partners directly with ethical factories and skips the middlemen, right? So you get top-tier fabrics and craftsmanship at half the price of similar brands.
Guys, keep it classic and cool this fall with long-lasting staples from Quince. Go to quince.com/dadville for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns.
You heard him right. That's QUINCE.com/dadville to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/dadville.
I would say number 16, and again, I should have thought about the numbering more. I've just been in a season where I feel like I'm learning a lot about who I am identity-wise, and let me define that. I think I've too long struggled with feeling like I'm like a singer-songwriter or like a dad or these things that can kind of fail a little bit. If it doesn't go well, then like me, Dave, have failed. And I think I've been listening a lot to this guy, Jamie Winship, who's just incredible. And he and his wife kind of have this, now it's a job. It's like they go into corporations, but also churches, whatever. And they kind of talk about how to think about your identity. And it's really poignant because what he sort of helps you understand is like God has given you an identity that's who you are. So like John and me, and not that's a little more specific than I think we even think about. And I think I've been really sort of praying through what mine is. And I think as I'm starting to understand it more, and what's really beautiful is he says, his sort of ideology is like God gives you that, but your really close community does too. Mm-hmm. So you kind of go to those people and go like, hey, when you think about me, what do you think that I've been made to do? That's not vocational.
Yeah.
It's just like who I am. Like, what do I carry with me when I carry that into the world? And it's just been really impactful because I think I've for too long tied myself to like, if shows go well or a song gets recorded or an album is really resonating, I attach myself to that. And then if it doesn't, I also attach myself to it. And I think what's beautiful about the way I've learned to think about this is like, whatever I've been made to do, I take that into my job. I take that into the writing rooms. I take that into my shows. I take it into my albums. I take it into my friendships. I take it whatever. And then that never fails because that's just who I am.
Yeah.
How it iterates is on the Lord to figure out, not on me, you know? And so it's just been really, I've just felt like so much lighter because I think knowing more of who I'm supposed to be and God made me to be just makes the other things vessels for that identity, and not the end game is not the actual vocation or even being a dad or a husband or whatever, because those things can wax and wane in seasons. And it's been really incredible. Like, I've just felt, I'm really thankful for that. I feel like a real burden has lifted, of sort of like carrying that weight of expectations and how those things go, and then how it affects me,
Yeah.
So
that's great.
Yeah.
I'm grateful that you are grateful for that.
Is that your number 9? No, you did
6
9.
things.
6.
Yeah. My next thing, I mean, this one I sort of, I wrote it down, but I'm like, should I think of something better than that? But I'm like, no, I'm really...
No, I want, whatever you're about to say, I want this list to be that too.
Yeah.
Because I've got one of these too.
I'm grateful for my health.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're healthy as a freaking horse, by the way.
I mean, well, what I feel... I hesitate. I think maybe part of why I hesitate about it is because I am spending an irresponsible amount of time.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah. But you're training though.
Stupid. It's ridiculous.
I mean, we've talked about this, but you're training. This isn't just like John's selfish time. This is how the rest of my life is going to go.
Right.
This is a seasonal.
Prepping yes, for. It is an addiction that I need to keep my eye on, for sure. and I'm done with, like, I have done the longest day that I'm going to do. Saturday was the last long day. Now I'm in the taper thing because the race is in less than 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
So when this comes out, I think it'll be like 5 days away.
Oh my gosh, John, that is so exciting.
I mean, I'm in the phase where I'm like terrified and I'm like, what am I doing? Why did I tell anyone I was going to do this? So I hesitate because I'm like, I don't want to be one of those guys that's like, dude, do you remember your kids' names? What are you doing? Get off the treadmill,
Do you mean of life or like the actual treadmill?
Well, just any, metaphorical or real. Yeah. But I am really, really grateful for it. I'm grateful for just being healthy, of course, like, we are at the age where we're not at that age yet where our bodies are breaking down, but we're at the age where, like, we have our parents we have a lot of friends. I have a lot of friends whose parents are in that phase where it's,
or aren't even with us anymore.
Yeah. And it really makes you think, like, I want those last years to be quality, and you only have control over so much, and there are genetics and the stuff that might come up that you couldn't have exercised your way around. But I want to do as much as I can. But also, if I'm honest, and nobody cares no one cares that you're running that marathon, no one cares that I'm doing this triathlon, nobody cares. It's great. I'm glad that I'm not under some illusion that anyone cares. Just like nobody cares that I'm learning some new classical piece or whatever. It's like, it's pure. I'm just doing it for me. But these little signs of progress that you see, like, when you're in the pool and you're like, when I'm doing this flip turn, I'm not dying for oxygen like I used to. You know, like those little things. It just feels good. And I'm like, I'm grateful for that.
Which has got to be, that's like the nicotine, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that
I mean, it's an addiction.
That you can really go like, oh man, it feels good to get better at this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My Instagram algorithm is slowly just becoming Iron Man.
Yeah.
And I saw this one the other day. This woman did her 100th Ironman.
Yeah,
and look, that's an unbelievable. I mean, there's a documentary about a guy who did 100 in 100 days.
That I don't know how that's.
But I'm like, I don't want it to go off the rails. And this is just me. Look, no judgment. No judgment. It's amazing. That's an amazing accomplishment. For me personally, I don't want. I do see this as an addiction that I need to keep an eye on. You know.
Yeah.
So, but I'm grateful that
you can
I'm able to do it.
Yeah, that's something not to take lightly. Okay, 23 for me is this. Listen, this is a safe place, but Arsenal's just having a really good year.
Here we go.
And one, I want to be thankful for Lee Dixon coming on the pod.
Yes.
Long may it continue having other Arsenal people on. And for those who just want to unsubscribe, that's fine, because that is a goal of mine.
Go. Dude, I loved the Lee Dixon interview.
It was so fun. It's a top 5 for me.
I love that guy.
But it's just fun. You know, it's fun to have a team that you really are invested in and care about, like really. And I mean, you know, who knows how long that will be, but
right.
It's fun when something a team you care about is like on a really good run and just feeling like, okay.
Now, of course, I know they're doing well.
Yeah.
But where are they? What's happening in the season?
Top of the league.
They're at the top.
We're at the top.
Is that a recent thing?
We've been up there for a few weeks now. We haven't lost a game in 6 or 7 games. We haven't conceded a goal in 6 or 7 games.
Dang, really?
We've had numerous games in a row where we haven't conceded a shot on goal.
Wow.
Yes, I mean, yeah. So it's it's just fun. It's fun, because we've been second for 3 years in a row, and I mean, we may be this year. I'm not an idiot, and I know this stuff can shift so quickly. But
behind
I think Liverpool last year, and then Man City, I think the 2 years before.
Okay.
But I text, Eric Staples, a good buddy of mine who I text the most with about Arsenal. We were laughing because we're just good enough right now that I don't get stressed about games. And I think as a fan of a team like this, it's hard not to sort of like sit and, I mean, the joke Eric and I would do is we would send, screenshots of our BPMs during games. And, it would be, it'd push into 90 some games because you're just like, and it's like, it's been like 2 or 3 weeks in a row where I just sit down and watch a game and I'm like, oh, no, we'll win. I mean, I don't know how, but like we're just really good. So, I just have learned to take these moments and go like, it's really nice having a weekend where I look forward to the game and not feel like, oh God, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
I think we should do an episode. I don't know who we talked to about this, but I want to do an episode on
fandom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the emotional weight that's a lot of people carry around.
I have a whole, we probably talked about this, and this would be fun for this episode, but the quick flyovers, I do think there is something about a lot of men. Well, you're doing this with running, or with your triathlon. I think there's something about when we all, it's hysterical that mine is watching other people exercise and yours is exercising. But, tomato. But I think there is something in men that is, I think we all get to a certain age, especially with kids and stuff, where life gets wonderfully sedentary. And so I think we tend to try to find these things that get us out of the sedentary. Mm-hmm. And I think for some people, it's like new goals for exercise and I'm not talking vocational, I'm talking purely sort of out of vocation, out of familial things. Just like a lot of, guys getting into CrossFit, a ton of guys getting into golf, gambling, truthfully, is something like, but like, I also have seen a huge swath of men get really into sport teams. Yeah. Like, they really double down on their college team or their, English Premier League team, whatever. But it's like a real thing. And it's like men really, because growing up, like I liked sports. I played sports at a recreational level and I was decent. Yeah. But really until 16 years ago when I started following Arsenal, I mean, Annie laughs at me still. She's like, you were such a weird bird because you really, like, I liked having the SC see teams games on the weekends, like football games and stuff, or kind of loosely keep up. The World Series, let's watch the actual World Series. But that was how. But I mean, I don't miss Arsenal games. I mean, it's a huge part of my life, and I think I think a lot of guys. It's like we just find something in our adult life that we can kind of go like, what's something I can that gets me out of my life for a minute.
Yeah.
And I used to think, God, is that bad? I don't think it's bad. I think now what we can do with it is very idyllic if we're not careful, like you said about the addiction of what you're doing now, training. But it is funny. I think especially with sports teams and fandom, it's hysterical how many of my guy friends have some version of that, where they sort of keep up with something now at like F1 racing.
Yeah.
Like I have so many friends that are into that, But I think there's something in us. I mean, Christianity would say it's like we need an idol, like we're all idol makers, And I think there's a little bit, but in a good way, when it's done healthy, it's just something fun to look forward to.
Right.
You just kind of like, hey, this weekend, I get to watch a game, and that'll be great.
Well, when I watched that Welcome to Wrexham documentary, that was, I mean, obviously, I've been at like Colts games where I've seen, we lose, and I see some guys just like so mad, and their girlfriend's crying, and ruins the whole day. But when I watched that documentary, that was like, I mean, I had never heard of Wrexham.
Yeah,
this football club has been around forever, and it's like the town is built around it. There were scenes where you're seeing like 80-year-old men, 80-year-old women, they're being interviewed after a game, after a win or a loss. They're in tears. They're like, it means so much to them. So I think it's like, it can be, it's so interesting because in that scenario, it's like, okay, well, this is obviously the town.
Yeah.
This would be like, this is like the country music of Nashville.
That's
this
right.
is Wrexham. It's the town. It's been around for generations and generations and generations. Their parents were probably huge Wrexham fans. So it's like deep.
Yeah.
But then you have, a different shade of it where you get into it later in life for whatever reason. It's just really fascinating to me.
And we talked about this with Lee, and this is the last thing I'll say, but I think what's so particular to English soccer is that, and it's true with a lot of European soccer. I'm not relegating it to English. That's what I know. But, like we talked about with Lee, like you said it so well, the stadium is in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
And so it's not just the team. It's this, and this is not my life. I'm from America. I mean, I love Arsenal, but not like 1/100th as much as fans who live there would. But it's your culture. It's like it's your dirt. Where you're from. It's like you grew up going this thing, and your granddad did, and you kind of knew a guy that played for a minute because he was from your neighborhood 30 years ago. And so it really is this deeply rooted thing in so many people's lives because it's even more than college football. I mean, it's like, because, it's like right there. It's, the thing is, and, it's associated with where you're from and who, and so, and plus too, there's a ton of games. I think that is something that's really different than American sports or even college football is it's, college football is the fall. This is something that runs from August to May, and there's a million games. So the touch points with it are so much more, numerable. There's so many ways you're interacting with it all the time. It's not like for these, 13, 14 weekends or whatever it is, and then it's gone for really a long time. 9 months. It's That's like true. This is, you have basically 2 months off and then it's back. And so you're just experiencing it a lot, too. So,
well, we got to do that episode. Let's see. We got 2 more. Okay. I am thankful for, this one is an easy one. It'll be on my list forever. We could do a top 1, and this would be my list. Kringles. Yeah. I don't know how they do it. They're so good. They got different flavors, and they're all good.
Listen, people that listen to the pod know your love of Kringles. Send us some Kringles, guys.
Ugh. Yeah. Maybe it is Kringles. I was going to say Amy, but I'll say Kringles. I'm just grateful for my wife, Amy. Yeah. I hope that's not boring, but she's just the best. She's just, we're coming up on 19 years in a couple months. And it's like, and I don't, every marriage is different. I don't say this to be, I hope this doesn't come off insensitive. It's just, for me, it has never been hard being married to Amy.
Yeah.
She's just, I mean, we've had our fights when she's messed up and I have to correct her, but
that's not hard on you though.
Yeah, that's not hard
fault,
for me.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes energy and I got to walk her through what she did wrong, but
well, putting together the slideshow, you've always said,
because I want her
takes time.
Yeah, exactly.
The audio visual components.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just like, we're in the thick of it with parenting and we're in the thick of it, like logistically, like our life has never been busier. I mean, there's a lot of moving parts happening and I'm like almost on a daily basis. I'm like, man, thank the Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, that Amy is my wife because she is always a respite, you know? And at the end of like a great day, it enhances it to just chat about the day with her. At the end of a really tough day, it's like we're like united on like, and we say a lot, we're like, I mean, I'm so glad that I like you because it would be, on those rough days, it's like, this would be unbearable.
Yeah.
If then I, had to
not a safe
end
place
the day
to
with
go.
You. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's great.
Thanks, Aim.
That's weird because my number 2 is Amy. Yeah. And just...
I think she's on a lot of people's list.
Yeah, she is. No, I'll piggyback that. I was going to save this for the last, but just because you did, I'll do. Annie and I are coming up on our 20th.
Yeah.
And
this month, right?
Yeah, this month. And, I think the thing about her is it's everything that every husband would say, that loves their wife. But I think like the thing I'm in so much admiration of is, how she runs the family so well. She takes care of what she takes care of and her purview of it. I have so much trust of that. It's like just feeling what you said, those things. I think also this sense of, I just really trust her with those things.
Yeah.
I think our kids are really fortunate to have her as a mom, which is such a huge thing. But like her horsepower, her sort of ability to lead in certain ways so well, her love for her friends, which is just so intense and sacrificial. And I think the thing I love about being married to her is, and I think marriage hopefully is like this, is that, 20 years is a long time. I mean, 19 years is a long time. And I think like how much she's changing is so fun to see. It's really challenging in really cool ways. And just having somebody that you're linked up with is just such a cool thing.
Yeah.
Like to know that you've done this much together, God willing, we do another that much together.
And then we'll reassess.
And that's when we have that written in our contract.
Yeah.
And I mean that health-wise.
Right.
I love her. I don't plan on going anywhere, and I know she feels the same. But it's just it's like a long time. And I think to look up and realize, like, man, I just still so enjoy her. I have so much respect and admiration for her. I think the ways that, and being married this long, you sort of put like this team thing together is really fun with the family, and knowing what she does well, what I do well, how we bring those together, what we offer the kids is so fun because it's so different.
Yeah.
I'm just really, really thankful for her. I'm really thankful for our marriage. And I think, just to still feel so excited about it, like you said, it's such a gift. I mean, it is. Women are a phenomenal thing. I mean, I think if somebody asked me, what's the most amazing thing God made, I would say a woman. I really do. I think mother is I would say especially their ability for pursuit and sort of endless capacity of love for their kids and what they will do for them is is nothing short of supernatural. It's really, really phenomenal to watch.
Yeah, I agree.
It's such a gift. It's such a challenge.
I think they should run the world.
God,
I think we should stop and let's switch. Let's let women run the world for a while and see how that goes. I think a lot of problems would be solved. Okay, number 500.
No,
I am thankful for this podcast.
Oh,
which I hope that's not like. I was just thinking, what could I be thankful for that would also advertise the podcast?
That's easy. That's the podcast.
It's the podcast.
Yeah.
We've been, 5+ years now, 200 and whatever episodes. I still love it. I still love, this morning, knowing that we were going to do just the Dave and Jon episode, or a Jon and Dave episode, whatever camp you're in.
I do always say Jon and Dave, which is funny.
You do? I always say Dave and Jon.
Yeah.
Jason always says Dave and Jon too, so I guess that's 2 against 1. But I was like, we got to think about what to talk about, and there's a little prep. But when we have those, I'm like, this is just going to be a great chat. I mean, it's always so easy. I'm just really grateful for it, and I've learned so much. One of the guys I was alluding to earlier is Stephen James, who was like our 5th episode or something like that. He was really early on.
I think we said 7 years ago.
Yeah. 7 years ago, and I learned so much from that. Just that one episode, for example, I learned a ton from that. Like, I learned things that I think about on a daily basis. So this podcast that was your brainchild to start, and you asked me to do it, which I'm really grateful for. It's just really taught me a lot,
I think my life would be really different without it.
Yeah.
I really do. I think just stuff that I've learned, or just fun moments.
Yeah.
I think too that on even if it's just an osmotic level, the sense of community with other dads and moms is really profound, even if I don't know that it is. Meaning, like, to consistently talk with people about sort of the similar things at some level is really it's like really strengthening to my feeling of being a dad and a parent. It's like, it's just sort of nice to always have that kind of in the ether of my brain. Is there's thoughts around being a parent and talking to other parents about that too. Yeah, it's true, and I'm like you. I'm so thankful people enjoy it and listen. I know that sounds really probably trite, maybe, but I'm just always so. I'm like, man, it's so great people enjoy this, because obviously you and I love it.
Love it. And it shows. Like, I love when people come up and mention the podcast. Obviously, I want people to, be into the music, and like when people are into like a mood song or something like that, that feels a little deeper, and but the podcast, I don't know, it has a different vibe. It's like I'm like, oh, you've invested more time than just like you listen to this one song or whatever, which again I'm always grateful for. But that shows, like, for example, I've got a show here at the CMA Theater in Nashville, December 14th. Tickets are on sale right now. I think VIP is available. When people come up and they mention the podcast, it just feels, I feel more connected to them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know that they know you and I on a deeper level, because they've listened to us talk for so long, for better or for worse.
Yeah, I was going to say. I will end with this. I think, and this is really general, but I think, I didn't know how to say this. I think I'm just like generally thankful. And here's what I mean by that. Like, again, I can't recommend this book, guys, if y'all like reading or just like having your teeth kicked in. It's called Living Life Backwards by David Gibson. He's a Scottish guy, I believe. But it's about Ecclesiastes. But one of the tenets of this book is basically kind of which Ecclesiastes does, is to sort of keep death in your view at all times. And that's really heavy, and it feels like that's not fun, and it's not.
Yeah,
but
I see that.
But what it does is it just really it makes everything in retrospect from death back to now. It just I think it makes you be present. It makes you go like, I don't know when that will be, but I need to keep an eye on the fact that I will be dead at some point, and that could be this afternoon, that could be 2 years from now, that could be 30 years from now.
Yeah.
If the stuff that I'm working on in my basement, it could be 100 years from now.
Yeah. You are alarmingly close to the finish line.
Oh man, it's
very Frankenstein-esque.
I can't wait. But I think it's just made so many moments in my life. I mean, and at the risk of sounding heavy, I think of the Covenant shooting was the beginning of this for me, because that was the first real tragedy in my life. And I think that began this thing in me that was like, whoa. Like, things can change so quickly. And then you couple it with, just life since then. But this book, I would say especially, it's just really made me realize, like, man, this is all a gift. It really is. Like, I can really struggle with expectations for things. And, my Enneagram 7 is like, everything can be better and milk it. And it's almost neutralized that in me in the most wonderful way. Because I think instead of me going like, how can this be better? What's the next thing to look forward to? It's like, man, I could have a heart attack in 2 minutes from now.
Yeah.
And if I wasn't able to enjoy those things, and like, so we went to, our dear friend Kelly's wedding sort of party last night. And I just found myself like, so many people I love were there.
Yeah.
And I found myself really going like, gosh, I'm sitting here talking to Jon. This is so fun. Like, Brad, my brother's there. Wirt, oh my gosh, Holcomb.
It really felt like I was talking to Barrett, our friend, and I was like, I was
about to say Barrett, because I know if he hears this, he'll text me.
Yeah,
I really was going to say it.
I was like, I think 90% of the people that I know in Nashville are here right now.
Yeah.
It was a really great night. I was so happy for them too.
Oh, so great. But I found myself like, which is really hard for me, like just really glad, like so thankful, just like that. And then, to be able to walk through life with just this general, like my kid's health and Annie's health and our home and this, you name it. And I just think it's been a season of me really being able to go, gosh, this is just all such a gift, you know, as opposed to, well, what's fun coming up, or how can this be better? How can this, like last night, what would be even better if we were doing this right now? Or, but going, no, man. Like,
or even like, what do I have to do to not lose it?
Yes. Yeah, exactly. That's really well said. And then getting in the car and just thinking, God, that was so great. Like, thank you, Lord. Like, that was such a gift. I love all those people. I love seeing them. It was just, and we didn't even talk about anything of note. And that's what's so great. It didn't have to.
Well, it was too loud.
It was really loud. Shout out to Eskridge. He was DJ, and Jason was
I love that guy.
It. By the way, can I just this is random. Can I give a shout out to Jason? He's got a sandwich shop over in East Side that's really good, that serves steamed sandwiches. Music City Sandwich Shop.
Music City Sandwich Shop. We said it at the same time.
If you're in East, head on over to Music City Sandwich Shop, and it's good. So anyway, thankful for you. Thankful for you. Thankful for everybody that listens. Y'all mean a lot.
And Dave has a Christmas song that is out now. Is it out now?
It'll be out. No, I think this weekend. I think this comes out
this week. What is it called?
Santa's Gotta Go.
Santa's Gotta Go.
It's fun. It's a little romp.
I remember you playing it for me, but this was like early summer, I feel like. And I remember loving the groove of it.
Yeah.
I'm excited to listen to it.
And everybody have a great Thanksgiving.
CMA Theater, December 14th. Tickets are available right now.
VIP is limited, but available.